First class degree, 7 months unemployed. What am I doing wrong? I graduated with a first class degree in biomedical science last summer. I did the labs, the projects, the extra experience, the applications. I was told if I worked hard, it would pay off. It's now February and I still don't have a job. I've applied to labs, NHS roles, schools, technician posts, anything remotely relevant. Most don't reply. Some reject me. A few close the vacancy right as I'm about to submit. It's starting to feel personal, even though I know it's probably not. I'm tired of tweaking my CV, writing personal statements, and pretending I'm staying positive. I just want a chance to work, learn, and move forward. Right now, it feels like I'm stuck in limbo while everyone else's life is moving on. If you've been through this or are going through it, you're not alone. This phase is brutal. Okay, if this were me, and I can understand, the challenges of what you're going through. If this were me, here are a few things that I would do differently. First off, you said CV and personal statements. You want to check and make sure that you're tailoring that resume in a way that suits the industry. I'm not sure what location you're in, but unless you're applying to academic roles, you don't need a personal statement. You need a very concise resume that is very impact focused. So most times the mistake I see people make is when they're putting together a resume, they have things like responsible for lab research, assisted with creating specimens for blah, blah, blah. That doesn't catch an employer's attention. You want to look at the impact you delivered. What did you own in all of these projects? Did you initiate the project? Did you plan the project? Did you raise funding for it? Did you develop something new? Did you arrive at a new conclusion based on the experiments that you managed? Focus on impact in such a way that it's almost like gives them FOMO. And so the mistake is most times we undersell the impact of what we've done. So that's one. The second thing is you might be thinking, oh, because you worked in healthcare or your course was in healthcare, you only have experience to work in labs, research, and technician roles. But you actually have way more experience than that. Your domain expertise makes you a very strong candidate to work in product management at a health tech startup. So how can you start positioning yourself as a product management person? Or how can you start positioning yourself as a business analyst in a healthcare domain or in a healthcare adjacent domain? So you want to start thinking outside the box there, and how do your people skills come in handy, and how can you position yourself in that way? Know yourself really well, know your resume in and out, sit down and think about the achievements you've made across the years. And when you go to events, start speaking from that position of expertise. So when you go to an event, you don't want to be introducing yourself as, oh, my name is this, I recently graduated and I'm just looking for a job. No, you want to be saying things like, hi, my name is this, I have about 4 years of experience working in healthcare space, mostly focused on research into maybe non-invasive disease diagnosis or whatever kind of projects you worked on, and then speak about the outcomes of the research and the projects that you did. If you do a good job of it, you start hearing people tell you, oh, we should set up a coffee chat soon. Oh, I would love to learn more about how you did this. Or I should introduce you to this person. And while you're waiting, start a project. It's easier to get a job when you're already doing something. Or support a volunteer organization that's into healthcare or something you're very passionate about. And then share more, show up more, and showcase the achievements you're having in that particular project. There are multiple community projects that you could be part of or that you could even initiate. And there are probably grant fundings and opportunities that could help you support that. And then you get to own something end to end. So those are a few things that I would do differently. And I can almost assure you that if you apply these things that I've said, in the next 2 to 3 months, you start to see some changes.